I want to thank everyone so much for being here. I'm super excited to basically officially launch my Patreon. I wanted to create this as an extension of everything that I've already loved sharing on YouTube, a place for more sketches and creativity and behind the scene moments. So in this very first Patreon video, I thought it'd be fun to share a drawing tutorial. Some of you may have come here from the YouTube video that was similar to this, but I still have a couple of more faces that I want to draw. I did this one on YouTube today and this one, but I have two more to go. I did want to show you one that I didn't get to record. Oh yeah, I didn't get to record. Well, I thought I was recording, but it didn't record. So I do have a little outtake of adding some gold here, but we're going to jump back in and I'm going to draw two more. I did want to mention some of the materials that I'm using. Having a lot of fun practicing this loose drawing, and I'm going to be using, you could actually use crayons for this. You don't even need to use these materials. But I'm mainly using these Woody Stabilo crayons, but you can use, like I said, any crayons. And I think I might have used some Neocolors with these. But like I said, because this is just like a notebook. It's like an everyday notebook. You could really use any art materials you want on there. I'm also using, what else? I think I'm using some Faber-Castell colored pencils. These are Faber-Castell Polychromos. And I used a Faber-Castell Pitt pen to draw. It's funny, I really think Faber-Castell might be my favorite art supply brand, but I also am loving any type of crayon. So we are going to jump in and get started, and I hope you join me. Okay, so remember, the goal isn't to draw exactly what you see. The goal is to be inspired. I have all my little art supplies, and I'm just grabbing my Faber-Castell Pitt pen, and I'm going to see what I can do here. Now you can draw the circle like in the shape of the face and try to go like that. I actually find it easier when I'm drawing to just try to copy the lines, and you're just really quickly playing around. This is not about perfection. These are like little 5-minute drawings to see what you can do. And one of the things I have to practice is the chin area, because sometimes I just get it way too sharp. Like that's way too sharp, but I'm just going to keep going with it. And now I'm just going to let go. Comes right over there. I'm going to do this. There we go. And remember, you are sticking to your own style. You're not going to give yourself a hard time because you can't get it right. This is just about having fun and letting go and drawing loosely. So once you get your quick sketch in, then you're going to do some color blocking, because even if your drawing isn't that great or isn't perfect, once you get some color blocking in there, you'd be amazed at how it turns out. So I'm going to get this light blue, and I'm just going to go like this. And then these Woody Stabilo pencils I really love. I'm going to get her top in. And again, I'm not trying to draw all the details. I'm not concerned with that. I'm just trying to loosely draw and see what comes of it. These I think Faber-Castell is one of my favorite brands of art supplies. This is the Polychromos colored pencils, which are my favorite ones. There, like that. Now again, I'm not copying exactly what I'm seeing. I'm inspired. And I just find I enjoy looking for art books more than I enjoy going online and trying to find art to be inspired by. Helps me stay offline. I like that. And I also like that she has a little bit of blue, I guess, eyeshadow on. Not sure what's happening there. And I feel like this might be a little too blue, but he has it really pale in there. So I'm going to do that. And then I like this hair. So this is like a nice brown. What do I want to use for that? I'm trying to stay away from acrylic markers for everything. And yes, I could add water to Neo Color, but today it's just, I'm using it as like a crayon. I don't want to add water. This paper can handle the water, even though it's not meant for it. It can handle it. I'm liking the way this is turning out. I like that there's some lighter color there. Maybe I'll take this crayon and add a little bit of lighter color here. One of the things, I don't know if I got it on camera because my camera cut out on me, was that like if you're not making mistakes, then you're not practicing enough. You really need to make mistakes in your art and then see how you deal with that. Because sometimes when you make mistakes, you learn something and then you're like, oh, you learned something great that really helps your art. I think I'm going to leave this lady. I probably could use a little gold on her, like a little gold jewelry on her. And then we'll leave her. One of the things I like to do too is color block. Once you do the color blocking, is adding patterns. I really find that a lot of fun. And maybe I'll do that next. So this is the final drawing. I really like how it turned out. Again, I probably would do some more patterns if I wanted to spend more time on it. But today is just quick sketches and seeing what we could create quickly. This one might be a bit more of a challenge because she's got her hand there, but let's see what we can do. You got to keep it loose and not worry too much about mistakes, even though this one is a little worrying because it's super side profile with the hand. But let's see what we can do. Okay, her hand is a little wonky, but that's okay. We're going to keep going. I'm not giving up. And you can change it as you go. Like her hand is just too much. So we'll just leave. I was trying to give this cool thing, but that's okay. We're just going to keep going. Okay, so her hand is not quite the way I want it, but I'm going to leave it for now because I've kind of just mapped in her features. And again, it's quick practice. So let's color this in. I do love all these colors here. This is like a pinkish color. So I'm going to grab my pink. And again, I'm not worrying about anything because I'm just like throw that color on there and see what happens. And I think for this, I want, oh, do I want a green or purple? I think I want it to go with this page, so I'll put a green in. And it is like the 80s or 90s. It was 90s, but those pastel-y type colors. Oh, I'm liking the way that's looking so far. Even if it's bad, like if you have nice colors, it's kind of fun. Her hair, it's kind of a golden color. I have this gold Neo color. Actually, this isn't the gold. I have this gold Neo color 1. It's actually supposed to be gold, but let's just see if we could get our hair in there with the gold. I like too that if you look at this magazine, the way he does the makeup, he just puts a little pink right in the corner of the eye. But I'm going to use a colored pencil for that, to put a little pink right in the corner of the eye. And then he does this grayish blue. I don't really have that, so I'll use this. And oh, he did this nice pink for her lip too, so we'll do that. One thing that I really enjoy are the dark and light lines. Now I could probably get that with a paintbrush, but I'm going to use this marker for the sake of time. I don't want to use all my art supplies. I kind of want to just stick with what I have. I'm afraid I'm going to ruin her. Now, if you notice, I'm going to kind of leave her hands sort of just not to be the focal point because I messed it up. However, I do think adding a ring to that might help. There, added a ring. Not too bad. And maybe he had her hands were a little pink. Maybe I'll put a little bit of pink here for her nails. And maybe I'll regret this, but I kind of like the way this looks. Although I feel like there needs to be a little gold there. But you can see how just quick sketches, even if they're imperfect, you have some nice colors together and it just creates, I don't know, I really enjoy looking at my art journal, even if the pictures aren't great. This was the first one I did of this one here. I like this one better. My camera wasn't even on when I did this one. Naturally, that's what happens half the time when I'm recording. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. And this one. I hope this helped you with your practicing of drawing faces. If you have any questions about the art supplies, about my digital ebook or my Patreon, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful day and happy sketching.